Hi guys, I'm Chaka, and May is lining up to be a very busy month for gaming with all the new releases and me discovering a couple old underrated titles that I missed. From JRPGs to action adventure and horror games, here are the games I will be playing on May 2021. BioMoon is a game that I have been waiting years for its release. Unfortunately, delay after delay kinda made me forget about the game. Until suddenly, yesterday, I remembered that it would be released later this month. The story of BioMoon is probably the part I'm the least interested in since the game seems to focus on fast dynamic actions and gameplay that would allow you to have epic fights with large monsters called World Eaters. These guys seem to be the cause for the roots of the Tree of Life to be bleeding to death. This game just screams creativity from its enemies, bosses, and weapon designs. I'm hoping that all these delays gave the developers enough time to deliver on their promises. The game looks great and I'm excited to play it when it releases on May 25th. An old game I just discovered and will be playing for the rest of the month is Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. This is the first game in the Cold Steel saga and 20 hours in and all I can say is wow. The turn-based gameplay is great and not easy at all, and the story so far is very minimal, but I keep hearing that the story gets really good later on. So far I'm getting really heavy Persona vibes from this game and I'm excited to see what awaits me through my adventure in Erebonia. The game so far, I'm loving it so much, and it has me excited to see what happens next. I've been really having to resist the urge of looking stuff up on YouTube about the game because I don't want it spoiled for me. I've done that so many times with so many different games, but this one is going to be the exception. I'm not looking up anything, and I'm going to discover what happens in this game firsthand. The Trails of Cold Steel has 4 games under its belt, and I'm excited to see what it all leads to. Trails of Cold Steel goes for $40 on Steam and is a very strong recommendation for me, especially if you're into JRPGs. May 18 is the release date for Days Gone, and it seems to be Sony's next test to see how good their brand can perform on the PC. As a lot of you guys know, I'm primarily a PC gamer, and this game seems to be a lot of the stuff I like and a very good time, but I'm not 100% convinced about it yet. I was never really interested in Days Gone during its E3 presentation, and the story trailer left a lot to be desired for me. But since its release, I've only heard a lot of good stuff about the game. My main concern about this game is that it's going for $50, and I think that's a little pricey for a re-release on PC. Especially for a game that, yeah, it's good, but it didn't get a lot of media attention. I personally think that $40 would have been a fantastic price for this game, but $50 seems to be the Steam price, and hey, it's a Sony exclusive, so I'm guessing it's gonna be good. Days Gone is about John fighting to survive while looking for a reason to live, and that sounds extremely depressing. But I like it. I would say maybe wait on a sale for this game, maybe a more fair price, $30 to $40 range is what I recommend. But I personally will be trying it out this month, and hopefully it captivates me enough to try and finish it, but hey, we'll see. I'm actually really divided on this next entry, and this next entry is Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne 3. Yes, a PlayStation 2 classic, but the only thing is that I've heard that this game runs like absolute dog shit when it comes to the Switch port and the PlayStation 4. The reason I'm excited for Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne is because ever since Persona 5, I've been wanting more turn-based JRPG games, and Nocturne, from what I heard, is a very good classic. I heard that this game doesn't get the recognition it deserves, and I really want to try it, but once again, it falls on the price. $50, not just 50 though, 70 if you want the deluxe edition, which I think it's a little excessive for a game that was released for the PS2. Yeah, I get it, it's an HD remastered, but I don't think it should be priced that high, especially since Atlas released Persona 4 on Steam for $20. I think that would have been a fantastic price for this game. I personally would have thought that $40 is more than enough and a fair price, but $50 to $70 I think is excessive and pushing it to the very limit. The reality is that I will probably buy this game since it's one of the games I'm most excited for this month. And the main problem that I'm seeing here is that I'm not going to have enough time to finish these games on May. The game I am most excited to play this month is definitely Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil 7 made me happy knowing that Resident Evil went back to its horror roots, and Resident Evil 8 seems to be a lot more of the same. Actually, they might be even digging deeper into the horror realm. I'm gonna be honest here, I was not excited for Resident Evil 8 when it got announced, especially when I saw the werewolves enemies. I was really disappointed by them for some reason. Then I remembered, hey, Resident Evil is not real, so can't be expecting realistic zombies in this game, right? But the reality is that the game looks amazing. It looks like it's gonna have a lot of scares, and that's what I'm looking for. It actually takes place in a village in Europe, taking a lot of inspiration from Resident Evil 4, which is one of the best games ever made, in my opinion. The cool thing about taking place in an old village is that it has a lot of old buildings, which has a lot of potential to be scary, tight roads and trails, and that is exactly what I'm looking for in my Resident Evil 8. I also tried the demo for PC, and oh my god, was it good! It looks beautiful. You're watching 1440p footage right now, 2K. It looks fantastic. It runs great. The only downside is it did crash on me once, but hopefully that was just a one-time bug. Doesn't happen during the game, but other than that, the game looks fantastic, and I'm actually giving it my game of the month. The game of the month, think about it as a book club. It is the game I am most excited for this month, and I strongly recommend you guys picking up Resident Evil 8 when it releases on May 7th. So guys, tell me, what games are you playing this month? Any recommendations? Leave them on the comment section down below, and you might be featured at the end of the next video. Hope you guys have a great May, and I'll see you guys next time. Next video is on Resident Evil 8 and the things you should know before starting the game. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.